And so we were doing a Bill Monroe tribute backstage and passing around the glasses, and I just started singing Love Stinks. The band followed me, and we all started laughing. I said, that was fun. And when we went on stage, we were recording it live. I forgot the tapes are rolling. I did it again. And so I got captured, and we ended up putting it on the record Cure for Loneliness.
Hey, here we are inside your Uncle Joe's garage, outfitted by California Car Cover. Special guest today, Peter Wolf, one of the great frontmen of all of rock and roll. Welcome to the garage. It's traditional, we're in the garage. Tell us a story, what was your first car?
Well, I don't really know how to drive, so I just, I got around by hitchhiking. And then somebody who was a kind of half-drunken alcoholic cab driver from New York taught me how to drive, and once I started behind the wheel, every friend I have says, Pete, let me do the driving.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful angle on it.
Yeah, so I'm still hitchhiking.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. In the studio here today, you got two things going on. You're playing the Southland, the Coach House on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. I love the Coach House. It's like a real great roadhouse, and I got a great band, the Midnight Travelers, and we get to do several hours of just nonstop, so we'll be kicking it high that day. Midnight Travelers are people you've worked with on and off for quite a while. They're friends. Yes, they are. They're really great artists. They're musicians, but I like to call them artists, and they've really helped me out. They've worked on many great sessions. They're sort of like the A-team around New England, and they're very sought after, and I love it when they jump on the bus with me and we travel the highways and byways. I love that. Also playing Saturday the 14th at the Greek Theater with our old friend Steve Miller. Yes, indeed. He's a trip to work with, isn't he? Oh, Steve's a good guy. I've known Steve when he and Boz Scaggs worked together, and we've had many a talk about some of the blues artists we loved, and we've been having a good time together backstage. You're sitting next to a guitar. There's a new album that's called A Cure for Loneliness, and this beautiful red happens to match everything else we have in the studio in here in red. It happens to match my bloodshot eyes. I wasn't going to say that. Well, that's okay. That's why I wear these dark glasses. So, because don't watch those bloodshot eyes. It's sort of like cherries and buttermilk. Yes. Well, that could be far more romantic than I think we're actually going down that direction. Let me go back to the guitar. You play guitar, or you just use it to write? I just use it to write. I don't really like to consider myself a guitar player because I'm working with such astounding musicians. I let them handle it. It's like driving. I'm better hitchhiking with the guitar. And looking good. The new album, A Cure for Loneliness, got a variety of songs on it. The one that caught my attention right off the bat was the bluegrass version of Love Stinks. Well, I can tell you the story how that came about. We're sitting there with a big, big bottle of Kentucky's Finest. And not barbecue sauce. Not barbecue sauce, very good. And we had some ice, and we were clinking the glasses, and we were, in the set, I like to pay homage to a lot of the artists that I love, because like Steve, I got to know Muddy Waters really well. He used to live in my house, and John Lee Hooker and Howlin' Wolf and things like that. And so also Bill Monroe I got to know. And so we were doing a Bill Monroe tribute backstage and passing around the glasses, and I just started singing Love Stinks. The band followed me, and we all started laughing. I said, that was fun. And when we went on stage, we were recording it live. I forgot the tapes are rolling. I did it again. And so I got captured, and we ended up putting it on the record Cure for Loneliness. You were spending a lot of time. I mean, it took a while to get this album out, wasn't it? Well, wasn't it? That was great English. Thank you for that, Joe. Well, it took a while. No, I really mean between albums. Yeah. I don't really know. It's sort of like writing a book or doing a painting. You just do it when you release it when it's done. So I really couldn't tell you. Did you work with Will Jennings on this one? I always work with Will Jennings. Will Jennings is one of the great geniuses. I call him the maestro. And I have an EPK, which is a electronic press kit. Yes. Okay. And my previous record that I had with Shelby Lynn, Nico Case, and Merle Haggard was on. I have a little bit of Will and I working on a song. You can get it on the internet. And Will lives up in Santa Barbara, and I go up and visit him, and he has a great wine cellar. And we go down, and he's written songs for Stevie Winwood, Higher Love, and Eric Clapton, Tears of Heaven, and he's got all sorts of Grammys and Academy Awards.
He
And
did that Titanic thing too, didn't he?
yes, he's
Sold a few copies.
He sold a few copies. Will is one of those very versatile songwriters from the old Johnny Mercer school. And he's also become a great friend. So, matter of fact, I'm going to be paying him a visit, hitchhiking up to Santa
Hitchhiking
Barbara.
up there.
Yeah.
We should mention again, you're playing the Coach House on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, come
for
on
hours and
down.
hours and hours, you said.
Yes, we won't stop until they drop.
And then that following Saturday, the Greek Theater, beautiful Greek Theater, Steve Miller on the bill as well.
Right.
Got to thank you so much for stopping by. If you're ever in the neighborhood again, you're welcome.
Okay.
And we'll just...
And what do you drive?
What do I drive? 1991 Mustang.
Oh, that sounds good. What
Yeah.
color?
It's dark metallic blue with ghost flames on it.
Sounds good.
Peter Wolf.
Pedal to the metal.
The album is A Cure for Loneliness. A Cure for Loneliness.
Music's a cure for loneliness. That might help.
Hey, I know that you, yes you, haven't been in the Uncle Joe's Garage yet, but I got some good news. We have created a mobile version of the Uncle Joe's Garage, thanks to our friends at Mike Thompson RV Superstores. Like they say, don't miss a moment. And don't miss the mobile Uncle Joe's Garage coming to a location near you.